Okay, welcome to the Handy Guys. We just showed you in a previous video a very short unboxing video, but here we're going to go through the initial setup of Google Home. In some future videos, we'll cover other topics and some troubleshooting things. But step one, Paul, very easy. Plug it in.
Yep.
And then I'll let you walk through some of the software. We showed you in the earlier video how to download and install that from the Play Store. This thing is going to take a moment to boot up. So why don't you talk about the next steps as this thing is connected?
Well, obviously you have to wait for it to boot up here, and you see you have some lights that show you it's booting up. Yeah,
and there's some requirements here. So your cell phone or your tablet, whatever you're going to use to connect to this, there it goes, made the little chime.
Welcome to Google Home. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah, so it walks you through. We've already installed the Google Home app, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up.
And you need to be on the same Wi-Fi network with your phone as you intend of having this device operate on.
So I'm already connected to my home Wi-Fi. I have an Android device. I have a newer device, and I'm going to go ahead and open up Google Home. Okay. And you obviously want to make sure you have the latest version. So if you haven't checked, make sure you have the latest version of Google Home.
So the first thing it's going to do is tell you to accept the terms and conditions.
Right. So I'll go ahead and accept the terms and conditions. Turn on location permissions for setup. I'm going to turn on location permissions and allow. And now it's going to already go ahead now and look for devices.
So it should see this since it has.
And it's found. So it says there are a few steps to set up and personalize your Google Home. So I'm going to go ahead and go through, and we'll set up this Google Home for my home.
Okay. Now what it's going to do is it's going to ask you, or it's going to play a test sound, and we're going to verify that that actually worked.
So it says successfully connected, and now it says that your Google Home will play a test sound. This is to confirm that you've connected to the right Google Home. I'll go ahead and click on it.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it made a little.
Did you hear that?
I may have talked over it, but it made a little noise.
A little chirp.
I'll try again just so you can listen. Here's what it sounds like. Yeah, plenty loud. All right, so we heard it obviously. So now I can click on I heard it, and it says what room is your Google Home in?
Let's put it in the studio, Paul.
Okay. So they gave you some choices here: front yard, backyard, basement, other. So we'll choose that, and I will type in studio.
Now, Google, you should have had studio as one of your predefined choices here.
Yeah, right. Studio, done. And I can send Google device usage data if I desire to or not. I'll click continue. And now it asks for my Wi-Fi and
credentials, right. So this is the one you're going to connect it to. And you can have it pass your credentials automatically from your phone to the device.
Yes.
So there you go. It's doing that. You can see that that thing is thinking about it.
And so it's setting up my Google Home, and now it says that Google Home is connected to my Wi-Fi. That was pretty easy. I got to give them a lot of credit for that. That was very simple. And now we're ready to go. So it says meet your Google Assistant, and there's various partners, services. I'm going to sign in, and I'm going to continue on as my normal Google account.
Okay.
And do you want to personalize your results? Sure. And
so it's going to ask you your home address. So it's going to use that for weather and delivering pizza and those kind of things.
So now I can I can set up what do I want to integrate with: Spotify, Pandora, YouTube Music,
and the Google Music, of course. Yeah. So some of those are free, some are paid services, some are free trials. You're going to pick whichever one is most appropriate for you. I use Pandora. I've been using Pandora for years.
I do too.
So Google Play Music is one, and you're going to need to link that account if you want the music to play, but we're not going to play any music during this show.
So right now it's doing an update actually, and it's going ahead and updating this device because I have the latest software on here, but it's updating our Google Home device. It's pretty cool. Update complete. I'll continue.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant. I'm here to help. To learn a few things you can do, continue in the Google Home app.
Okay, so it's now learn how to use Google. So now it's going to take us on a little tour of the device and teach us how to use it.
Let's stop right there. We'll jump into that for another episode of the Handy Guys after this.
All right, sounds good.